Spider-Man Brand New Day and Spider-Man Beyond the Spider-Verse just got leaked at CinemaCon. We are going to cover all of that and so much more in this video, so make sure you stick around. What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the Jedi Junkyard. Thank you so much for joining me today. Around here, we take the top 10 posts from X this week and put them into a video in a condensed amount of time so we don't waste any of yours. All I ask is you leave a like and subscribe on this video right now. Follow me on all my social medias in the description below. And let's dive into number 10 because it's midweek. I never post during the week. Let's get into number 10. Number 10, Steve Rogers and Thor are reportedly set to be the main characters in Avengers Doomsday. We've obviously got the Thor and Captain America Steve Rogers Avengers Doomsday trailers. There are so many people in this movie that I think it's going to be hard to look through the eyes of just one specific character. But from what I read here, if it's Thor and Steve Rogers, it's going to be interesting. Thor, we know from the trailer, is not in the best mental state. And Steve Rogers, he's with Peggy, but I don't think it's going to stay that way. Number 9, Joe Locke has signed a multi-picture deal with Marvel Studios to portray Wiccan in the MCU. Obviously, we see Joe in Agatha all along. I do think he will show up in Vision Quest later on this year. He's a great character, a very underrated actor, and I'm looking forward to seeing a little more of him, possibly getting his own short story or one-shot special, kind of like they did The Punisher. We'll see how often they do that, but I've heard that they're thinking about a Bullseye one. Let me know what you think of Joe Locke's Wiccan in the comments below. Number 8, Avengers Doomsday is reportedly expected to be one of the final appearances for the Fox-era X-Men. Other mutants are still expected to appear in Avengers Secret Wars. These guys are getting old, but Hugh Jackman could do it till he's 150. I just think they have extended the possibilities, at least from their point of view, what the characters can do. And I'm sure at some point you kind of want to pass the torch to someone younger, someone who is up and coming. These people are all made, and I don't know, maybe that's not the thought process. Maybe they love playing these characters and I'm completely wrong. I just hope from the bottom of my heart that they get a good send-off and not something that we hate and regret later on down the line. Number 7, most X-Men members reportedly die in Avengers Doomsday while dealing with the incursions. Only Mystique, Nightcrawler, Cyclops, Wolverine, Deadpool, Professor X, Magneto, Beast, Gambit, and one more character are left alive. Like I said, the main X-Men. I think a lot of newer fans know at least a couple of those. So if I was to take my friend who never watched a Marvel movie but knows who Wolverine is, and we go to watch Avengers Doomsday and he gets just blipped off the screen, well, maybe they should do that because that would kind of make everyone go crazy. I don't think they're going to kill off any of the main people like it says here. I'm looking forward to a good send-off, but like I said, with the Deadpool and Wolverine movie as well, you think about how good their chemistry was, and there's rumors that they're adding Tobey Maguire to their squad. We're gonna have to wait and see, but everyone's getting old, man. All right, let's dive into the crazy stuff. Number 6, new looks at Spider-Man Beyond the Spider-Verse. Is that Venom or is that Agent Venom? Spider-Punk's back. I'm super hyped. This looks amazing. I think Miles with his father in that scene right there, I think that's probably some sort of flashback to the better days, and I'll tell you a little bit more about that as we get later in the video. But yeah, animation looks insane. I think they're going to top even Across the Spider-Verse, which I was blown away by, like many of you. That scene in that movie when they're going in between dimensions, I think about that from time to time when I'm scrolling and I see like Across the Spider-Verse and I don't put it on. I'm like, that scene was insane. I remember like in the theater just losing my mind. We also got the first synopsis for Spider-Man Beyond the Spider-Verse. Hunted by Miguel O'Hara's Spider Society and betrayed by his friends, Miles finds himself in the darkest corners of the Spider-Verse in search of a way home. Knowing that his family has been not only fractured but endangered by his calling, it's a race against the clock for Miles to travel across the wildest reaches of time and space to fight for and reunite everything he holds dear. Whoever wrote that deserves a raise, like right now. Like, give them more money and then send me money. I think a lot of people forget about Spider-Man 2099. I think that dude's just a menace. I heard a rumor too that they want Oscar Isaac to play Miguel O'Hara, but simmer down. He's Moon Knight. We need a Moon Knight season 2. But the Spider Society is a cool thing too, because who is he gonna have? I mean it's gonna be other Spider-Men, of course, but do they go and try to find somebody else to help? I don't know. There's the opportunities and the possibilities are endless. Number 5. Miles and Prowler Miles argue about their appearance before Miles breaks free in Spider-Man Beyond the Spider-Verse. So Miles breaks free. How? Isn't like, wasn't he like I don't know how he's gonna do it. Number 4, description of the footage shown for Spider-Man Beyond the Spider-Verse. Morales begins talking to himself, there's no Spider-Man here. He gets knocked down, and when he wakes up, he comes face to face with Uncle Aaron, who is holding the Prowler mask. I know you don't want to be the Prowler, Morales says, as Uncle Aaron responds, I'm not. Then the Prowler in full gear comes forward from the darkness, and Morales, tied up to the bag, asks, who are you? He then sees the other version of himself. This is something we've already seen. They have some funny dialogue back and forth as they compare how they pronounce Morales. Morales then says how he knows his dad is going to die, so he has to get back to his universe. He then electrocutes the room so he can escape. We then see more flashes of him on a journey back facing off against the Prowler. Meanwhile, we see Gwen Stacy working to find Miles Morales. We also see Spider-Punk. Spider-Man Beyond the Spider-Verse releases June 18th, 2027. So there's a lot to take in there. I think we're going to get a lot of Gwen Stacy backstory or Gwen Stacy points of view. I don't know how much I like about him electrocuting the room to escape. I mean, it makes sense, but why? Like, I feel like there should be someone saving him in a sense, but he's Spider-Man. He saves himself. I don't know. Let me know what you think of that, because that's a lot to take in and a lot to comprehend. And if that is true, I don't know how I feel. Number 3, the first clip from Spider-Man Brand New Day was shown at CinemaCon. In the scene, MJ talks to Ned Leeds. She tells him that she turned down a job offer from a soulless corporation. I'm thinking it's Oscorp, brother. And I think there's going to be, a lot of comedy in this movie. I was seeing a couple of rumors that there are a lot of jokes, which is fine. But if we're looking at Peter being in the darkness, I don't want like jokes. I want like just good writing. It is going to be interesting how we get to the point where they flip the switch and remember who Peter is, because inevitably that's going to happen, right? But yeah, I think MJ and Ned are going to be like best friends in this, so that's pretty cool. But leaves room for, all I'm saying is Ned Leeds becomes the Hobgoblin. I pray. Number 2, details of Spider-Man Brand New Day footage shown at CinemaCon. New footage from Spider-Man Brand New Day shows Peter Parker following Ned to a party. Peter later reunites with Ned and MJ. They have been searching for Spider-Man after remembering how he saved them multiple times during high school. The footage also features several action sequences. Spider-Man is seen fighting armed soldiers. In a lighter moment, Spider-Man stretches before the fight begins. He then quickly defeats the soldiers while dodging their bullets. Told you, there's going to be a lot of jokes in this movie. But it's weird. They're searching for Peter Parker. That's something that, in my opinion, is interesting writing. I mean, if I was a civilian and there was just a superhero just swinging throughout the city saving people, I think I'd want to know who that is too, so that's a fair ask. The moment that they realize who he is, and maybe they realize the whole past 4 years, because it's been 4 years since they since their minds have been wiped, that moment when they shift over from not knowing to knowing is going to be insane. Like, I bet you'll be able to drop a pin in the movie theater. And I thought this one was pretty cool for all my comic fans out there. Number 1, Mike Coulter on the set of Daredevil Born Again Season 3, dressed in a gold shirt that echoes his Luke Cage from Mayor comics storyline. For those of you who haven't watched Daredevil Born Again Season 2, first of all, you need to. Second of all, Wilson Fisk is the mayor. How is Luke Cage becoming the mayor? Now, here's my thought. It's in Season 3. I don't think Wilson Fisk or Kingpin dies or is killed. I think he's going to be forced to step down some way, somehow. Maybe by, I don't know, they just gotta have something on him. Or maybe they do something to make him do it himself. Maybe he doesn't get elected again or something crazy where he just can't be legally in the seat. But I thought that was pretty cool. Dressed in a gold shirt. That's a pretty dope shot. But that's all I have for you guys this week. Sorry it's a midweek upload. I'm going away this weekend for my girlfriend's birthday, so I won't be around. I hope you enjoyed. I mean, there's a lot of good news. There's a lot of good details for storylines in this video. So I hope you enjoyed. Make sure you leave a like. Make sure you leave a subscribe. I hope you grab something on the way out. And I'll talk to you guys next week. I hope you have a great one. Peace.